everyone, welcome to Tune In at 2 with Sunset Zoo. Today we're going to talk about the maned wolf that's found in South America. Now these big foxes on stilts, as a lot of people call them, aren't actually foxes and they're not wolves. They do fall into the family of Canidae like other dogs, but they're very unique in the fact that they actually don't travel in packs. So right here we have father and two sons. In the wild at this point they'd pretty much be separated and these boys will eventually be relocated to new facilities. But in the wild, maned wolves only travel usually in a pack of two, and that's a monogamous breeding set. This one closest to me is Georgie and Sheldon, and you can kind of see over there that's the father, Meek. Meek is 13 years old and his two pups are 2 years old. I'm gonna try and talk over the train in the background. Now, a lot of people, when they look at these animals, their first instinct is that they're carnivorous. They have these big teeth and these big mouths, and you think, of course, they eat meat. But surprisingly, only about 25% of their diet is actually meat and proteins. 75% of their diet is fruits and vegetables. Of that 75%, 50% of it is the Liberia fruit that is found in South America. It's a small tomato-like plant, and they love it. Here we make them a special gruel made out of romaine lettuce, bananas, apples, and tomatoes, and they eat that every day along with their dried chow, and they get a little bit of protein every day, but too much protein is actually rough on their kidneys. So as carnivorous as they may look, they don't eat as much meat as you would think. A lot of people call them fox on stilts because they have those long legs. They actually sit at about 3 feet tall just at the shoulder. So they're pretty large, and that's because they live in high grasslands. They have to be able to get through the grass. Now, when they do hunt, it's usually very small prey. It's mice, it's any types of rodents really, and small birds, and they like to pounce, which is what those really big legs are great for. They'll stomp the ground and run things out of the ground and then pounce on it. Out in South America, they're considered endangered right now, and their biggest conservation challenges are local farming. They get run out and habitat destruction happens from local farming. Because of their presence and the way they look, a lot of times farmers are concerned that they're coming after their prey, but really these guys can't even handle anything bigger than a chicken. They like to stick to small prey items, and like we said, they eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. Another problem is they do get poached because it is believed that certain parts of their body are for medicinal reasons. People like to think that they have some magic to their bones and that it helps in medicines in South America, and that's not true. And they do get poached for their beautiful pelt. It's that beautiful red color. And another uncommon thing that you don't hear of with a lot of endangered species is they actually pick up illnesses from people's pet dogs. A lot of the diseases and sicknesses that locals' domesticated dogs can get transferred over to these guys, and they can't handle it, and it'll get them very sick and they'll pass away. So there's a lot of conservation efforts that are in place around our country as far as AZA facilities. We do breeding, in which we're trying to up the numbers. There's programs down in South America with local government that works on establishing safe highway passings, because they do have an issue with getting hit by cars, and there's actually programs that find ones that are orphaned and raise them and release them. And they're working with local farmers on finding easier ways of planting for sugarcane and not chasing the species off when they establish their farms. Things that you guys can do is you can support AZA facilities that have maned wolves. There's actually a gigantic research and scientific facility at the Smithsonian Zoo that does a lot of work with the maned wolves. So if you ever want to help directly, you can donate to any of those facilities. You can visit any of those facilities. You can come down and see us when we open again and look at these beautiful boys. They are a lot of fun to work with. They're super intelligent, super easy to train, and they're highly motivated for training because they're so intelligent. So hopefully you guys learned something a little bit new about maned wolves. This isn't a super common animal that you'll see all over zoos around the country. Whenever we are open again, we'd love for you guys to come out in the great weather, and we really appreciate your support and you guys tuning in with us every day. We can't wait to see you tomorrow with some new content. Thank you.